We've been looking at how artists communicate their work through the lens of the climate crisis.
Over these 3 days we have had a whole bunch of different activities to try and get the conversations going. We've had 4 brilliant speakers come in to bring new ideas, provocations, food for thought.
A friend actually forwarded me the link. I saw it and I was like, this is where I need to be.
We've been looking at activism, we've been looking at global justice and artists' experiences in terms of climate. And then within that, the artists here, the participants in this, making their own work too. Little snippets of work so that they get a feeling of what that might be, and lots of discussion and amazing, interesting questions that are coming up.
All of the talks have been really interesting and really vital information, from the psychology of how to digest information to artists who are working in the medium and activists.
I feel like I've landed somewhere that I've been wanting to land in for a very long time.
But I think some of the most interesting conversations have been talking to everybody else here, because of course all of us are making work about the climate in the climate crisis.
I'm a composer and I also lead an organisation called Art Music.
I do sound art and performance art.
I train as an actor and I make theatre.
Generally for the outdoors and very focused on sound.
Set and costume designer, and I also work as a visual dramaturg.
It's been wonderful. 3 days is quite a long time to spend with other people and it becomes quite intense. But it means that you get that kind of exchange that happens when you spend long periods of time together.
I came to see if it would help me rationalise and realise my next piece of work. But also just that opportunity to work with a group of people that you've never met before, who all have such interesting voices and practices and levels of activism and engagement with these ideas.
It hasn't been a sort of flat line, so we're not just sort of flattening out to try and agree at the end and go and walk away. It's sort of, you kind of feel that there's challenges and you're going to walk away with those challenges.
Those conversations and reflecting have been really fertile ground for thoughts, and also just reflecting on your own work and giving you time to kind of grieve the fact that you can't avoid it, I guess.
We've known the climate has been changing since way back, and there have been many voices around that, but now we're in a different phase where there is real urgency and a huge transition in terms of how we're going to be living our lives. So I think the best outcome that can come from this is that we have a group of artists that can recognise themselves as a collective that can support each other and keep going out and messaging through their work. And I think quite often through coming together, people can start to create little silos of activity. I think that is a very positive outcome that could come out of this. Yeah.